What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, we're coming back to Ghost. Yes, indeed, Ghost fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Cryonecron. Okay, there it is. Cryonecron. And Cryonecron want to see me react to this song by Ghost called Bible. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, really? I recognize this song. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Ghost, okay? And the video has 198,036 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bible. That's all we got. We have Ghost up here, so I'm assuming we're in the right spot. Look, this is the link I was given. Okay, so if this is not the right song, don't blame me. Blame the requester. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
The earth was spinning, all vacant and waste, and there was silence over the ocean, when a voice came thundering from above. The first day of light was in motion. Then the voice said, "May fruits be created, and seeds take root as they may, and no crimes were as yet committed. Life was breathing its second day. In his image, this voice made a man."
No, it's growing. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing.
They became the rulers of the world, and the third day was their mother.
It's growing. There's constant growth. It's happening about every 16 measures. They'll add another voice. So we started out with the piano doing that 1-A-5-1, A-5-1, 8-1, A-5-1, A-5-1, 8-1, A-5-1, 1-A-5. You know, they had that the 1-A-5 pattern going for a while, right? And then they added another voice. I believe it was the violins. Then they added the left-hand piano, boom, hitting that one single note, adding in the cellos and the upper and the contrabasses. And then they added on the high keyboard patch above, hitting that, just holding that single note. And it's just holding a single note. That's all it's doing. But the point is, each time a voice enters, it helps grow this introduction. And that's good. If those additional voices didn't happen, or let's say all those voices came in together right at the beginning, and then nothing else up to this point has been added on. Either way, in my opinion, the song is doomed because I've already lost interest. After the first 30 seconds, I would have been like, I'm done. I'm finished. I don't want to, I'm bored. You know, there's no development. There's no evolution. There's no growth. But that's not the case here. We're getting these staggered entrances of these different voices, and it sounds great. I love it. I love everything that's happening so far. Anyway, let's keep going here. Okay. Uh-huh. 1 to 4 to 1 to 5. Okay. Okay, yeah. 1 4 1 5. On the 8.
And the kingdom's walls were extended. On the 4th day, the walls were reaching so far.
And we're back into the intro again.
No one knew when they ended.
Now we're back into the intro again. So maybe it wasn't so much an intro. Maybe that was all verse. And this is verse, and we just heard the chorus. Okay. Wonder how many verses there are then. Would it be 4 verses to the 1? I don't know. Not sure. But that chorus was powerful. Because all of a sudden, here come the guitars, here comes the bass, here comes the drums, right? And here come these additional voices in the vocals for the harmonies and such. Really nicely done. Very well built, very well constructed. Simple. Very simple. Staying on the root, up to the 4, down to the root, up to the 5, down to the root again. And now here's the thing though, did it go above to the octave and then up to the, let's see, from the 8, so it'd be the 11 to the 10. Da-da, 4 major 3, 4 3. That was probably it then. 9, yeah. It was above. So yeah, okay. I mean, it sounded really well done, really pretty, really full, very powerful, pretty yet powerful. That's not something that's easy to pull off. It's not easy to pull off something that's really powerful and yet pretty at the same time in the world of rock. That's not always easy to do. So good on them for pulling it off. Anyway, let's keep going here.
Now no one heard that voice anymore, and metal cities came to ascend. On the 5th day, spring turned into fall, and rain fell over the land. But no walls can stop such a rain that keeps on falling forevermore.
The vocals are in that little bit of a lower range. I like
I
it.
was told that by the 6th day, the earth was like an open sore.
Back into that grandiose part. See if they do it again. They did. Right before. They scooped. doubling the voice now with the lower octave and now and the addition of a higher octave. I was thinking to myself, and I think I may have even said it. It was interesting hearing the vocals in a little bit of a lower range, not like super low. I'm not talking like Peter Steele low, but in a lower register than what we normally hear from rock vocalists. But a very comfortable range probably for him. And it sounded really good. It sounded really strong. Now we're adding the octave above. If I'm being honest, the octave voice above, it is a little thin. It is a little nasally, but it's clean. Like the note, the notation, the tone, not the tone, the pitch, it's spot on, man. Now, of course, this is a studio recording. That's where Pro Tools comes into play, you know. But getting up there, first of all, not easy. Secondly, being in pitch the way it is, right on key, right on pitch, sounds really good. Sounds really clean. And I like the growth. Again, growth, evolution. It sounds good. Things are evolving. Things are growing. Constantly adding on. And I like that. I really, really like that. I love songs that develop. I love songs that grow. And this is a great example of what I'm talking about. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Nice retardando there. Really nice. Just gonna let it fade. Take out the voice, out the voice, out the voice, out the voice, out the voice. Fade. Nice. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Huh. All right, I'm going to need to think about this. I'm going to have to think about, just for the sake of making sure I remember everything I heard that I liked. You know what I mean? I don't want to miss anything. So I need to make sure I have all my ducks in a row. So let me get all my thoughts together. Let me get all my ducks in a row. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Ghost with Bible. This was a request from Cryonecron. All one word. Cryonecron. There you go. Wonder if he's a fan of the Black Lanterns. Watch me geek out now. Yeah, exactly. Well, let me allow my comic book geekiness to come out. Yeah, I wonder if he's a fan of DC Comics and the Black Lanterns. Anyway, there's going to be such a contradiction here. There is, and I'm afraid to. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I'm a little afraid to talk about the two things, the two major things about this song, because they are a complete contradiction of each other as far as the scoring goes. I guarantee you, I'm going to give the score. And I don't think any eyebrows are going to be raised on the score. I'm pretty sure people can already pretty much guess where I'm going to be going with this score. But when I give my reasonings why, I think it's going to really raise some eyebrows. Is he serious? You know, that's how he came up with that score? Believe it or not, if you listen to me all the way through, it will make sense, I promise, okay? Let's start with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.6. Yep, 8.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I'm just going to come out and say it. I really enjoyed this song. I really did. I had a blast listening to this, and I can guarantee you I'm going to listen to this again. Absolutely. Here's the funny thing. It's the reasons why I want to listen to this again that are going to make people go, huh? What did he say? That's the reason why? I promise it's going to blow people's minds why, but I'm telling you, I have my reasons, okay? I'm going to start with the songwriting. Now, the song itself, from a songwriting standpoint, really not that difficult. We're literally talking about from the root to the 4 to the root to the 5 for the chorus. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's literally it. For the verses, it really isn't all that much different. It follows almost the exact same format. 1 to a 4 with a 2. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the 4 is underneath the root. So here's the root. It goes up to the 2, and the 4th above is instead played the octave down underneath. So what would that be? An inverted 3rd chord, but based on the 2nd, but based on the 2, which would make it the 4th, the underneath. So yeah, okay, so yeah. It just threw that in there, but then it goes to the 4 to the 1 to the 5 again. So it's pretty much following the exact same format. Very simple songwriting from a chordal standpoint. Now, here's the thing. It's super simple, but like I've always done on this channel, simple can be effective when it's done properly. This was absolutely done properly. Not so much from a chordal standpoint, but from what they did with those chords. The constant barrage of additional voices really made this a joy to listen to. And it was, when I say a bombardment, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way or like an out of control way. Everything had its time. Everything had its place. Everything had its placement. And everything made sense. Every time they would bring a new voice in, I never once sat there and scratched my head and went, I wonder why they did that. No. Every single voice they would add in, every single layer they would add to this structure made perfect sense. It all lined up outstandingly. Now, is that songwriting? Sort of. That's actually more along the lines of arrangement. Let's figure out where we're going to bring these voices in on these chords, you know? That's not really so much songwriting. That's really more arrangement, but they did a fantastic job. You can look at it either way. I look at it as arrangement. And the arrangement on this was outstanding. Fantastic. Right from the beginning, with the way that they built it. That whole long intro, a minute and a half long, right? Of build and build and build. But that's the thing. Because it was building, because they would add voices here, a voice here, a voice here, a voice here, it was constant growth. I have no problem with that. Now, if they had started at the beginning and they never added any voices to it, or they start at the beginning with all the voices in already and had it go for a whole minute and a half like that, I would be upset about that. Because for a whole minute and a half, nothing changed, nothing grew, nothing evolved. That gives me grounds and reason to be upset. That was never the case here. It was long, yes, but you know what? It didn't feel long because of all the constant growth, the constant addition of voices and layers. Felt great. All the tones that were being used between the guitars, the drums, the keyboards, the bass, the strings, I mean, they all sounded outstanding. I was thinking to myself when I was listening to the guitars, if I was going to change anything, I was thinking about maybe thickening up the guitar tone. But after listening to the song and listening to the direction it went, I know they made the right call. If they had gone with a thicker guitar tone, we would have a completely different song. The song would not have been nearly as pretty. And this was a pretty song. It absolutely was. Vocally, I really liked what was happening vocally for a number of reasons. First of all, there was the lead vocals. Singing in a register that sounds very comfortable for him. I had no issue with that whatsoever. Whenever he would sing in that lower register, everything sounded really good. They would add in the choir voicings on the choruses. Yeah. Yes, the harmonies they had were gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. One thing that they did, I caught it about halfway through the song. On the third beat of the second measure. So they would have one full measure go by, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. On 3, they would have this swell of vocals, very subtly. I mean, I almost missed it, but once I locked into it, I looked forward to it because that was really cool, man. It sounded really nice. And that happened every time in the chorus. I was so glad to hear that. On the last verses, when he did the octave split, he doubled his voice and had an octave split, the octave above. It sounded really good. It again, addition of voices, addition of layers. It was clean. It was absolutely clean. The pitch was spot on. It did sound a little nasally, if I'm being honest, a little thin in that upper register. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did notice that. But even that, I think kind of, I hate to say this, but I think it kind of added to the charm of the song. Give it a little more, not power from a like volume standpoint, but power from like an emotional output standpoint. I don't know if you saw it. I got a little choked up listening to that. Really nice, really well done. And then the way they ended the song. Now I don't know what was up with that voice, the voice in the end of the song in that low octave. I don't know what was up with that. I don't know if that was necessary or not. I mean, I didn't listen to what was being said, so in all honesty, I have no clue what was being said. But the ending of the song, though, with that retardando slowing down quickly within a short period of time, very appropriate. And then before, as they were fading, they started pulling voices out. They started pulling a voice out here, a voice out there, another voice out here, until there were only like 3 or 4 voices, and that was it. And then they let that just fade out naturally. Very smart, very thought out, very well thought out, very well planned out, and it sounded fantastic. I loved the ending. The ending was outstanding. Listen, I dug the song. I really did, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. Would I say the song is catchy? I wouldn't go that far, but it is a beautiful song. I remember seeing in the comments when I posted this video, I posted the schedule up for filming, and I was reading the comments, and some people in the comments were like, you know, Bible's not one of their hits. It's kind of a B-side, and I could see that. I could absolutely see this being a B-side. I could see this being one of those songs that never really ever gets released on a major album. At least not like an album that they would, like maybe on an EP or something like that, maybe this would get released on, or one of those like hidden tracks, you know, albums, like, you know, rarities albums or something like that. Then again, I could be wrong. This could be on one of their big albums. I mean, I don't know, but I don't see this song being a hit. I don't see that. I don't see the song being catchy, and I don't see the song being a hit. Having said that, though, thoroughly enjoyed listening to it. Absolutely. And I will listen to this again, I guarantee you. But yeah, 8.6, I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So 8.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.